It's November 27th, 2011, and you are watching, I think, Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games. Yeah. I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to episode 310 of Mods on Air, bringing you the week in gaming news as modders, developers, and we gamers ourselves. I'm foyleman, and also on the show today we have with us Stryder. How you doing today, Stryder?
Gobble gobble.
I think he's doing okay. And also we have with us today Welshy. How you doing today, Welshy?
Hello.
And we also have Mrs. Foyle. How you doing today, Mrs. Foyle?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, it seems that some people are having issues, such as Breezy, who can't hear anything. At first he couldn't hear anything but everyone else, and now he can only hear me. Those of you who are having issues on Stick'em today, you're not alone. There's some stickers and issues going on today, so you might want to head over to justin.tv/foyleman. I'm simulcasting on that for said reasons. But do know that this show is recorded before a live audience, in which you may be a part, and Welshy will throw the topics links into the window for you to follow along, but the other links that are posted by other people are probably going to get you killed. Do not go there. You do not want to die.
You will die! You're gonna die!
Yes, and finally,
No
for those of you
audio,
who
or I'm
haven't
just not
heard,
saying anything.
haven't heard
Oh,
the show
Mr.
before,
Foyle.
Mr. Foyle.
Mr.
Mr.
Foyle.
Foyle.
You didn't say anything yet.
Mr. Foyle.
Oh, anyways,
I
there
think
may be some
Stryder's still
explicit
drunk
language,
from last
adult
night.
themes, or actual drinking on the show, so I'm sorry for that if that bothers you. Okay, now Paul can't hear who?
They can't hear you.
Now they can't. Now Paul can't hear me, but you guys can.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. According to this, everything is set up correctly. But he could hear me a second ago, and it's fine. Just keep both streams open. Yeah, so we're going to have an interesting show today here.
We officially need to find a new means of broadcasting.
Yeah, but it's very difficult when all I hear is, I'm not signing up for anything else, so figure it out that way.
Yeah, there's that.
What to do. It makes it difficult to find another means of broadcasting. So yeah, we had a very, very weak week in news today.
Because everybody was concentrating on what they were going to buy, not what they were going to do and make.
Yeah. Or they were already playing stuff to make news.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know what that means, but we do have some things to bring up, such as we've been having this Twitter contest go on this week, so we're going to be going on with that. You're going to hear what happens with that. We also have some other interesting little topics, such as one that was just recently added, which
just
I think
hot off the press.
Hot off the press. This one just handed to me.
This just in.
We don't have that. We have this. Okay, we have a Captive Media product has released a new. I don't know what to call it. A new controller of some sort?
It's like a wand.
I actually have a video just go along
It's the
with
Wiimote.
So here goes the product animation that goes along with this thing. Apparently what we have here is a video game urinals have now been installed in London. So if you happen to stop by London, head into one of the local restrooms and try your hand... or maybe not your hand, at gaming on this one. Unfortunately,
there's already
this is
enough
going
creepy games that go on inside London restrooms. I don't want another one.
This one is specific to men, I guess. I don't know how they're going to adapt this to
I would hope.
women.
That gets creepier for the women's.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I think it's safe to say this is going to be exclusively in the men's room.
I don't know, in Japan, I guess they don't sit down. Women, I mean.
They'll play Hello Kitty Super Awesome Adventure Time.
Super Adventure Fun Time. Barbie horse. I gotta pee like a horse.
Yeah.
But this is in a bar, and from experience, it's quite difficult when you've been drinking.
Well, they'll be wobbling all over the place.
Yeah.
I skied on my shoe. It's an ingenious idea.
Yeah,
were you in
it's interesting.
Really?
Why were you in the bathroom so long? Well, I was getting a high score.
Yeah. All right. So I guess that's what we have to look forward to is more controllers like that. I guess you could say it's a little bit of a gimmick, but
Oh, please.
I expected
It's every man's dream come true. Control the universe with his dick.
Jealousy.
Yeah, that's right. You just tell yourself that's what it is.
All right, so I got another one here. Someone went along, jumped into the CryEngine, and spent, I don't know, they must have spent more time than is imaginable recreating...
At least 2 days.
Recreating the Titanic in the CryEngine 3 engine so that they can just walk around in it. Let's move ahead here.
And
so,
when I saw this, I asked Welshy, I said, "Is this the same?" I'm wondering if it's the same mod crew that was on part of our community that was obsessed with the Titanic, and they had made, recreated the entire Titanic in Radiant.
Wow.
For the COD engine. I'm wondering if they just did that again because they know it inside out.
Like 90% of that is going to be all models in the CryEngine.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty good.
It looks good, yeah.
Wow. And they say they're still working on this thing, that they want to do a lot more tweaking, a lot more detail, I guess.
And then they're going to break it. They're going to run it into an iceberg.
Can I put Leonardo DiCaprio in it?
Jack! Jack, there's a boat, Jack!
Only don't make him die this time.
No. See, why won't he stay dead? Every movie he's in, he dies and he comes back in another movie. Why won't he just stay dead? Why won't he die?
Well, after Inception, he might be dead.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Be good.
All right. Wow, there's a lot of painstaking effort that goes into this.
Yeah, and what we need less than another Leo DiCaprio movie is another album from Nickelback.
I thought you were gonna say Tom Cruise movie.
Well, that's coming out. Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Not doing another one of
Mission
those.
Impossible. I'm too old for this.
Yeah, it is starting to show. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so I don't know. That's a lot of effort to go into something that you're not going to actually make any money off of later. But good for him.
Battle Titanic.
How do you know he's not going to make any money off of it?
I guess he could get a job.
Corridor shooter.
Well, it could.
That's a hell of a portfolio right there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Check out what I did.
One map?
It's pretty nice.
Well,
the toilets work.
I wonder if they got the little game above the toilets.
Yeah, that wouldn't be authentic. Oh yeah, speaking of playing around in the CryEngine, where's the texture popping and the LOD issues?
Well, it is a hallway.
He could take the map and cover it with like barnacles and seaweed, and then have it come raise the Titanic. Only it's infested with zombies from 1911?
Yeah, something like that.
And then you have a shooter game right there. There you go.
Or it just ends up
nasty
in like
Titanic infested with zombies.
Well, whatever museum's got bits of the Titanic in it.
Sticking with last week's theme, instead of making them zombies, we make them vampires. That's why they're still alive.
Underwater, yeah, there you
Yeah.
Vampire fish. They come up to you all with these fangs.
Jeez. Wow.
There's no fish with fangs, it's a shark.
And the vampires in third class are fighting a war against the vampires in first class, and you have to choose sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It practically writes itself.
Yeah, and there's this one fish standing at the front with his flippers out. He's like, "Blub, blub, 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 blub." Oh. Okay, next topic, because we beat that one to death.
Yeah, I'd say you're right. Okay, going on to this other one here, that is Ubisoft has a game called ShootMania, or actually I don't even know if it's a game, but ShootMania will allow the FPS community to build their own games, according to Ubisoft.
I thought
Games
it
such
says
as
that.
Trackmania
That's
and
not already possible.
Isn't Ubisoft the one that said we're not releasing any more games on PC?
Yes, that
We're
is.
getting to that.
That hurts.
That was loud, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it was going to be that much louder than Titanic. So here we have people playing with the old
Titanic's
drag and drop.
underwater. It's got all that water muting it. Sorry. Wonder if that band is still playing down there.
Nickelback? I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, so here we're watching a video of a conference. Really watching this thing, it kind of looks like, although the resulting quality is a little bit different, it kind of reminds me of Minecraft. See, there, throw some blocks around and up pops whatever it was supposed to be. And he is using a mouse, so obviously he's using a PC. So that does beg the question: what is going on with Ubisoft and the PC? I mean, is this how they decided to turn around and make Ghost Recon or whatever other game that they plan on working on? They just dragged around some trees.
But how do you know that he's using a mouse?
Because there's a mouse pointer on the screen. Unless they put a mouse pointer on and control it with a.
What about the PS3 and its peripherals, keyboard and mouse?
Yeah, it does have that. You're right.
As long as it's not PC. Because Ubisoft doesn't like PC.
Yeah, let's jump over to that. I mean, first of all comes news about I Am Alive is one of the games that we've mentioned. You know, I think we mentioned it last week or the week before how I Am Alive is about to be released, but now comes this news that they're not going to be releasing it on the PC. Here, the first comment that they made: it's hard because there's so much piracy and so few people are paying for PC games that we have to precisely weigh it up against the cost of making it. Perhaps it will only take 12 guys 3 months to port. You know, nothing at all is what they're saying here. It's not a massive cost. Specifically, this is what they say. But it's still a cost. If only 50,000 people buy the game, then it's not worth it.
If only 50,000 people buy your game, it's because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Right. So we are talking about a major issue coming from Ubisoft saying that they don't want to support the PC. Now, they follow up later on with something about I Am Alive, saying that what he meant is that the PC version didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
They didn't yet make it. We're still working on it, but we understand that there's a lot of piracy and stuff like that, but it's not done. So it still might happen. We know it's not done. You said that in the previous one. You just don't want to put the manpower into making it because it's not worth it, according to what you told us. To them.
Probably
Right.
to us either, from what I saw of that game.
Now they're also talking about Ghost Recon Future Soldier. How that is not going to end up on the PC either.
Did we want it on the PC?
Well, no, but that's not.
I mean, it's.
Well, there you go.
I know it's not the point, but.
It's not the point. It's
the point is though. If it's not really a game that appeals to the general PC player, then why should they make it for the PC if they're not going to make any money off the PC version?
What they're saying, though, is that the next two games that they plan to put out will not be on the PC, which could also be a trend saying that they're going to just completely stop producing for the PC.
It could be.
I know the one about
I don't
Ghost Recon
think
didn't
so.
bother me so much. The one about I Am Alive did because they specifically said it was because of piracy.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, that's a
annoyed me.
bullshit excuse.
Yeah. because I think the Steam sales this week would probably beg to differ.
That's
Considering
the
Skyrim
best
was on it
argument.
twice.
Well, they did previously say that Ghost Recon Future Soldier was going to be on the PC. They confirmed it, and now they're saying that it's no longer going to be on the PC.
So there was at least 20 people looking forward to it.
Yeah. I remember checking it out at E3. You know, they were all like, "Oh, great game, blah blah blah."
I played it at
Here's
Videogames.
Yeah, so now they're just turning around and saying it's not going to happen. Same thing goes for, well, no, you know, I don't even understand why they're putting out Ghost Recon Online, which is obviously only going to be PC related. It's only going to be in your browser. Why bother? I'll tell you what, I'm not going to play it now.
You know,
I was actually a little bit
gonna get
interested in checking
stolen.
it out,
According to them.
but why should I even bother? They're saying, yeah. They're pulling that, saying that, you know what, just make it free anyways. Since it's already free, we don't care, because you can't steal it because it's already free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they tried that and it happened. People stole it. Free?
I mean,
I'm not.
thing is-
That's too much. I'm not paying for that.
There's plenty of pirates on the console, who are getting certain things done to their consoles so that they can play pirated games. And it's not on PC. People do it to movies. People do it to
Books.
DVDs. Yeah, but I was gonna say books, and then I thought, really, steal it.
They do it-
Is that like if you go into a bookstore and you just read them and then leave?
There's lots of douchebags that do that. Have you ever been
I
in
know.
a chapters?
Yeah.
Especially the ones with Starbucks. They're going, I'll go read this book today. What do you do for a living?
yeah.
Well, I go to a Starbucks, but only Starbucks that's attached to a chapters. Why would you do that? So I could
read
read.
a whole book over the course of a year, because in his lunch break he went in every day and read like a page of the book. And then went
See,
back.
that's just a douchebag.
Yeah.
Really, that is just a douchebag.
I thought it was funny though.
And how much could the book have cost?
No, exactly. The
Like, there's
amount of money you
A
spent
price
buying
he's paying in
things.
his dignity there.
Yeah.
Dignity.
Yeah.
You have no dignity.
Loss of dignity points.
Jeez.
Is there a dignity perk in Skyrim? Am I missing that?
If there is, I missed it.
It's the emo perk.
Emo unlock, yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Emo
Well,
unlock. Press F to cut yourself.
It's very interesting that with all this things going on with Ubisoft and how they're talking about how piracy is so bad, that Gabe Newell turns around and says he explains how piracy is a result of bad service, not the game's fault. You know?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
well,
Yes.
they turned around and went to they decided to open up Steam to the Russian market, and Russia is
Russians?
known for stealing games and having rampant piracy. And he says it's not about piracy; it's about providing a service that at a price that people are willing to.
Or make
To
a
use.
decent game that people will be
Or
willing
make
to
a
pay for.
Mhm. I mean, there's always going to be those people that are just going to steal it because they just want to steal it.
Or
Yeah.
because they think, because someone said, oh, you can't steal this. So
They're
they're
like,
like,
"Oh, yeah?
really? You
Yeah.
just threw down the
Yeah,
gauntlet,
what's
did you?
this?
That sounds like a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
Yes.
And yes, and as we've pointed out, stealing is stealing. There is no between ground. All right. So yeah, that's what's going on with Ubisoft. They can suck it.
But yeah,
All
he's right though. There is those gray area people that if you're just going to make it impossible for them to get it, or outrageously overpriced for them to get it, then they might lean toward piracy.
Sure. It makes sense.
I mean,
Like these
I
Ubisoft
used
games.
to download music for free back in the Napster days all the time, and I always said when they start making music reasonably priced, then I'll start paying for it. Then iTunes came along, and I'm like, all right, $1's fair enough price for a song, so I stopped stealing songs.
Napster.
Yes, I'm old. Thank you, Welshy.
I remember Napster.
Yes, that was right after you were born, right? Or right before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have the internet when I was born. Just.
I don't think they had the internet when I was born. I think it was
They
just...
definitely didn't have the internet here when I was 21.
You were born at 21?
No, they did have the internet. Probably when you were born, Stryder. It was just exclusive to the military. That's all. It was ARPANET.
Yes. I used to run.
When did that come out?
ARPANET came out, I think, in the 60s.
Late 60s.
Yeah, but
early
when
70s.
in the 70s?
Well, I'll tell you.
I don't remember.
I used to run my own BBS in the early 80s, which was a dial-in.
Yeah,
like
but
ARPANET kind of thing.
That's fine. I was born well before the 80s.
Me too.
I wasn't. I wasn't born that far before the 80s. Let's make that distinction right there.
All right, we're way off track
married
here.
a young'un. You cradle robber.
Like I said, we're getting way off topic here. Moving on to something else.
You think?
So here's one. Let's jump over to Modern Warfare 3 and the wonderful guys over there, such as our pal Bobby Kotick, whatever you want to call him.
Kotex.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was saying. You remember? I don't know if you remember the whole talk about how he wants you to start like paying for the cutscenes and watching them as movies and stuff like that. Well, let's actually take it one step further, and let's say this Elite, what do we call it? Call of Duty Elite service that they want people to subscribe for. What they want to do is they want to say, you know what? In every video that's ever made for this game that is related to this game, let's throw some court orders at YouTube to make sure they can't show up there, and then make people have to subscribe to the Elite service, which, by the way, isn't even available for PC, and make it so that only those people can watch it. So now you have to pay money if you want to watch a video of Modern Warfare 3, or you'll get sued.
It wasn't that bad, was it? It was just that they hired the guy that did these videos to make videos for the Elite service, but he put up sort of like cut down versions for free. So it's like, here's like a 2-minute version of it. Yeah, I think so. And it's like, if you want to, here's the 2-minute version, watch that for free. Then if you want to get the rest, you come on, and that's fair enough. But now, and then Activision made him take down the 2-minute versions. That's what I got from that topic, anyway. The publisher signed.
Okay, so it was only those. It was only those.
Yeah, it's not like
videos.
Every
it wasn't
single
all
video
videos.
of Modern Warfare
I thought
3
they were
ever.
Yeah, I thought they were doing that.
Yeah, I thought they were.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm just confused by the whole thing. Does anybody actually want to watch the cutscenes?
No, it's not the cutscenes. It's like help guide videos. Like, these are all the nice places to camp, and
here's how you get under the map.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. Yes, here's how you hover over the map on.
Yes.
On
Battlefield 3, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Oh, and they made him take down his original videos as well. Actually, I think reading that.
Oh, the videos that were up there previously, prior to the agreement. Any all videos, any and all. So what does it cost to be part of the Elite service? Isn't it like $15 a month or? Well, yes, obviously your soul. You're gonna have to sell
First,
out.
you have to spend $60 and buy the piece of shit game, or $80. I don't know what they're charging for it, but
I don't think you have to do that. I don't think you have to do that to get Elite. I'm assuming you do.
Subscribe. I'm a member of Elite. I don't even fucking play the game. But that way I can at least watch the fucking videos of the things I hate. That makes no sense. I just love Activision so much, I gave them my wallet.
That's like a direct comment from YouTube user right there.
There's a link for you. If it ever shows up in Stick'em, I don't know if it'll ever get there. The Elite service on Call of Duty says upgrade to premium. I can upgrade right now. I don't own the game, but I can create a Call of Duty Elite account, purchase a premium.
Like, we need your account, your game account details.
Oh man.
Oh.
Dear God.
Wow. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
That's all.
Can you hear me now?
That's all Stick'em. That's on me.
Apparently, there's some sort of a secret allegiance between Stick'em and Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. Crossed the line.
Microsoft.
They're talking about us. Shut them down. Shut them down. Pull the plug.
The Justin TV stream is still going.
Yeah, but we lose our video. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Then we have to sit through commercials again. I wonder what one I'm going to get this time.
I keep getting the capital one with the French
the one with some new phone that I don't care about.
They heard you talking about Cortex.
Oh, the 45-second one again.
Yep, there's the phone one again. Same one.
Because oil of Olay. Does my skin need oil of Olay?
I think so.
Hang on. I'll let you guys be the judge once I get video back. La 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 la.
My God, this is loud.
See, that's why I'm not continuing with the show, because you guys would just end up having to scream over it.
La 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 la. There we go. Yes, I can allow. And see, you see any wrinkles? Huh? Wrinkles? Huh? No wrinkles.
It's too shiny. I can't tell.
Can you see that? Can you hear me now? Oh, I gotta mute that too now.
Oh my God, the audio is crazy.
There.
Stickman.
Yeah, there you go, Ham. Quality and reliability you can trust. Built on a foundation of sand. That's an engineering joke.
All right, let's get over to some good stuff. Let's talk about Batman. Want to talk about Batman?
Should we do the thing that we're gonna do?
Yeah, do that thing that you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Do it on TV. There's
yes.
So
a minute.
I don't know how many.
4 of you going around. It's ridiculous. Hang on. There we go. I think it stopped.
I'm not muting anything. Their foil froze up again.
I was just sitting still. No, I don't know.
There we go.
Oh, you're frozen.
Yeah, my Stick'em frozen too.
I see you moving on my screen.
Yeah, Stick'em video blows. At least the text works, I think.
See, we're the only ones that keep trying and trying and trying. That's why we're number, what is it, Welshy, number 60 of all time on Stick'em ever?
60 most viewed, 65 most viewed this month, 28 of all time.
28, we're number 28 of all time on Stick'em.
Yeah, and the shows. And most viewed, 67th most viewed all time in channels.
This would be pretty boring as a radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a radio show, I don't think it would crash as much.
Yeah.
Right, I agree.
If it was a radio show, we'd have a little bit more control.
Oh, I thought you were going to say financing our money or something like that.
No, we have no money.
There'll still be no money.
Okay, so where are we, Welshy?
I don't know.
Okay,
oh, yeah.
So I was going to talk about how I hope you guys have been following Twitter, because what we were going to do is go across and talk about Batman, Arkham Asylum, right?
Mm-hmm. Arkham City.
Or Arkham City. Okay, right. And we've been talking about how how Welshy has an extra 2 copies, digital copies of Arkham City, and as per our tweets, you had to retweet something in order to possibly win a copy. And so what we were going to do, or Welshy was going to do, is pull some names from a hat. He actually has a hat. He actually has some names. And he's actually going to pull something.
I do. I have the hat. Right here.
He's going to pull something.
Who won?
Don't know. Let's find out. Or should we wait for people to get back in, or should we just do it now?
There's 108 people back in.
Alright, there we go. Let's shake it up a bit in my super cool Snap-on Tools hat. Shake it up a bit.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Snap-on spanners.
We're gonna get in touch with these people via Twitter and let them know that way, because they might not actually be in the Stick'em window.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Alright, here we go. And
winner number 1.
What do we got? I'm a 420 man. Can you see that? Does that work?
Yay!
Ta-da!
Are you serious? I'm a 420 man?
That's his name.
I can't see it, but why don't you type it into the window? I am a. I don't know how you're gonna spell that.
I'm a.
So if he comes out of the drug-induced haze long enough, he can have
I'm a 420 man.
a digital copy of Arkham City.
Digital dope.
Yep. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get that to him. I guess through his Steam account, right?
You could email it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
here's the bit of paper. It's the digital copies through Steam now, so
There you go. So if you don't have a Steam account,
get one.
get one.
yeah.
You're
no
welcome,
choice now.
Steam.
And the second one.
Actually, you should be doing the Batman theme.
No. Oh, we got the real Zeroy.
Hey, Zeroy.
Hey,
Oh, Zeroy.
Zeroy.
Hey, awesome. Okay. Look at that. Good.
Is that even focusing? No. It's...
Well, it's kind of blurry.
Yeah, it did this time. That time I could read it.
Yeah.
I will type it there as well.
How many names were in the hat?
20.
Oh, we had 20 entrants. So there you go.
Yeah.
You had a 2 in 20 chance, a 1/10 chance of winning. Congratulations to our big wieners. No. If you didn't win, thanks for entering.
Yeah,
Shows
then,
people,
thank you.
at least 20 people paid attention. At least 20.
At least 20.
At least.
There was probably
The
more
others-
people paying attention, but they didn't want to have a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I can agree with.
Yeah.
There you go. So you guys win a copy of Arkham City, which I have. The 2 bits, yeah. Yeah,
He's
codes on them,
broken
so-
one copy into 2.
It's worth 2
Yeah.
bits.
And I've made a copy of the other one, and I'm now selling it on eBay. But they are, the code
That's
you
how
have to-
well she rolls.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Oh. All right, awesome. And now there's still some other stuff going on right now. Actually, I don't know if it's available right now, but the Robin DLC gameplay is that available now, or is that about to be?
Not for PC, I don't think.
Oh, great. Then what's the point?
Yeah, I know.
Is this?
I
Who
don't care
made
so
this?
much
Ubisoft?
about Robin anymore. He was nowhere to be seen in the Dark Knight.
His little bat buddy.
Yeah, didn't Christian Bale say he'd
Robin,
won-
come over here, my little bat buddy.
What were you saying there, Welshy?
Didn't Christian Bale say that he was going to walk from the production if they brought in Robin?
Get out, really?
Yeah, I think so. I read
That's
that.
awesome.
I guess because then he's not the main superhero guy.
Did they get that
Well,
on recording?
Robin's like totally
Yeah.
gay too, so I mean, I don't know. Is it that he's not the main superhero, or that he just wants to actually keep it cool?
I don't know. That guy annoyed.
Doesn't
Robin's a
matter.
circus freak. Let's be real here.
So is Christian Bale. All right.
Don't pick on Christian Bale.
I'll pick on Christian Bale and he'll like it.
Or you can come over here and say something.
Yeah,
Oh,
Alright.
we're
God,
from the
that's
same town.
awesome.
I'm allowed to talk to him.
Okay. So yes, that's it. Have you actually gotten to play any of that game yet, Welshy?
I have, yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good.
There are issues with DirectX 11. You have to play it in DX9, otherwise it's pretty much unplayable.
How do you do that?
You
On a
just
Windows
turn it
7
on,
machine?
go configure PC options. It gives you the option
Okay.
when you try and play it, and just turn off DirectX 11 features.
Okay.
So kind of annoying, but it's still good. It still looks good.
Speaking of games that I'm not playing, but everyone else is, there's Skyrim,
Skyrim.
which is why Breezy's not here right now, and I don't know why Mrs. Foyle is still here.
Oh, show's broke. I'm out of here.
I'm done. You had your chance.
There are some mods out there available for Skyrim. There's a lot of texture mods and like animation mods, facial texture mods. What else we have?
Facials. Facial texture mods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To
Oil of Olay mod.
There's some. What is this? I don't know what the 4 gig Skyrim mod is. I think that's just for more higher res textures to force in. There's a map in full 3D mod, and of course, the #1 downloaded over at File Planet is the nude females mod.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. But yeah, there's a lot of mods available out there for Skyrim, Elder Scrolls V already.
There was
so
a
if you're
lot of
looking
Fallout
to-
mods.
Can't deal with the mods right now. I have to deal with the main game. I have like
That's just
60
boring.
quests going on right now.
Well, then maybe
But are they
what
all
you need to work-
are they all like little peon quests?
No, actually, it's about half and half.
Yeah.
Half are sort of main story related, and half are peon quests. But the peon quests, I don't even like. They get done just in the course of playing the game, so I don't actively try.
Yeah, you
To,
kind of don't realize.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, I got enough. I'll go turn it into this guy then. I don't really pay attention to them. Besides, some of the peon quests get you like really cool weapon and armor and things like that, and lots of cash.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of monies.
Monies.
Well, would a detailed clickable map help you in the game to find your way
Probably.
around? Because someone actually came up with one here, the province of Skyrim and its notable locations. It's a full map. It's a 9-page PDF if you want, or a clickable thumbnail view of a 9.34 megabyte version of the map is available. I mean, that's big.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the in-game
Is
map.
it made with like Google Earth, so you can like down into
No, it's not.
That
It
would-
should be.
Actually, it's cool, but I don't. Part of the fun for me is discovering all the
Well, that's
caves and
what
stuff.
I don't-
So
strap a
I don't really
GPS onto your horse?
Yeah. I don't really
Turn
have a
right
problem
here.
getting around. Okay.
They have a spell for that.
they do have a spell for that.
There's a spell for that.
It doesn't work very well. Though. It keeps sending me into walls.
Really?
Yeah. So
Every
it's
time I've only-
that now.
The only time I use it is when there's something that's involving like the top of a mountain, because it's real easy to get lost in those mountains. And I hate it when I like walking way up deep into the snowy mountains, and then I get to a point where you just can't walk anymore, and I can
Right.
see that my goal is just a few steps away, but I have to go
try-
all the way back down the mountain and around to get to
You
it.
try doing the jump. You jump on the edges of it. No, it's not. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up.
Yep.
Let me up.
Yep,
Let me up.
like a
Let me up.
mountain boat. Yeah, so I
And if
use
you
it
got
for that.
companion
so
with it,
I
you
don't
try to
waste
jump
my
on their
time.
head and then jump up. That worked once.
I don't think you're going to get burned, Ham. It's just one of those games like Foyle and I were talking about. It's a game that you play when you know all your friends are gone for a month. Because
yeah, it really
I-
does.
I'm
just
enjoying
suck
it.
you.
I actually, this is one game that I feel like it's worth every cent I paid for it. I think I played 50, maybe 60 hours of it so far, and I still have a long ways to go. And
That's the
I'm
thing, I
enjoying
played
it all.
About 30, maybe 32, something like that, and I still haven't been to quite a few of the big towns. And
Yep, me too. I think I've only been to half of the big towns.
so you
But I-
should have
you know,
saved.
it
Kate,
depends
you
on
should have
what you
saved
like.
that for when Eric was doing taxes. You could.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already looking forward to replaying it. Choosing a different race, going
I'm gonna
vampire,
be
playing the dark
evil.
side. Exactly.
Yeah.
Butter's quiet.
Butters.
Yeah.
No,
no,
Butters. That's my pot pie.
I'm not playing
Butters,
it.
you
Just
black asshole.
I'm yeah. All right. Okay, well then there's also the books that you can check out. Every single one of the books that is available inside the game is also available online for you to read.
oh, shut up! Really?
So if you want to further exclude those in your family, you can when you're
Do
not
you want
playing
to
the game,
further
you could
exclude
now.
an alien itself?
Do you hear the bitterness in his voice as he says that?
Whose voice?
And
Foyle,
Foyle,
did you
Foyle.
have to do all of the? You had to do all of the Thanksgiving stuff, didn't you? And she just sat there. Uh huh.
No,
I'll
she
help you in
did
a bit. I'll help you in a bit. Yeah, yeah. No, wait. I'm just
Die!
gotta finish this quest.
Die! Yeah, I'll do it now. Hang on.
No, excuse me.
No.
I purposely what's the word I'm looking for? Refrained from playing Skyrim.
She did.
So I cleaned the house.
On that day.
On that day.
That day doesn't start yet.
Yeah.
Clean the house.
I was just teasing Kate.
Yeah.
You know that. You know that. Now
I
make
know.
me sandwich.
Now make me a sandwich, bitch. I heard that. Yep. Beer, make me a sandwich.
Oh, she's gonna kill you while you sleep.
Probably. No. See, that's why I was kind of glad she didn't come and see us at PAX, because I would have been afeared.
You don't have to be just, be very afraid if I walk up to you and say, "Hey, Stryder, here's that sandwich you asked for. Can I get you anything else?"
I'd be looking for the arsenic in the sandwich, and then wondering where my wife was, because you'd be talking to her, and I'd probably end up dead in my sleep. Do you know he said this? You are not allowed to talk.
Yes. Yeah, let's bring up that TV again.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
So, notice you got a nice TV there.
I can't complain about the nice TV. It is a nice TV.
I just got a sign language message from my wife. And it wasn't this.
There's also people out there that are using Legos to help them in their Skyrim questing.
What?
Apparently during the game, what you can do is you can level up like spells. Like, it's not just that you would level up as a whole character, but you can also level up individual parts of the game, such as leveling up your healing. This person built...
Yeah, but that's just progression.
Right, well, this person built something that they can stand somewhere where they get hurt, but the Lego system automatically presses the buttons for them to heal and whatever, so they can just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the equivalent of the track and field elastic band and pencils. You ever do
this
that?
video is showing it automatically pressing it.
No, this is doing it so you can walk away from the game, Welshy.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. With track and field, you could like put the two pencils together and do that, and it would be really quick. So it's just extra layer of laziness where you don't even have to be there.
Even I'm not that lazy.
So
level up where you
sleep. He's getting hurt. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what's happening.
That's what it is. Fucking douchebag 12-year-olds. Play the fucking game.
No. Not 12-year-olds, because in the background you hear him trying to shush his wife.
Oh, that poor woman.
A poor woman.
Yes.
Kate's thinking, how do I get one of those? Foil, you know what I want for Christmas? Some Lego. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
What?
Are you guys jumping off of Skype again?
No, it's back. It got all garbly. It came back, though.
Okay, all right.
Fine.
All right.
It was like an early warning system.
All right, jumping over to a game that I'm playing is Battlefield 3. I'm still trying to play that here and there. And they say that there are ways for you to use NVIDIA 3D to play it, if you want to get into some 3D viewing of the game.
Is this the one where they had where it projects two images side by side and you have to, or is this the one where it blurs the images and you wear the glasses?
Really fast.
Yeah.
Blink really fast.
Well, this one's supposed to be a combination of 3D Vision wireless glasses and 3D Vision ready monitor. You know, so it's one of those glasses with the flickering states.
But they call it stereoscopic. So does it project two images, like split the screen down the middle, and one for the right eye, one for the left? And yes, they blink out of sync so that your glasses interpret that.
Well, I don't think it's split. I think it's like overlaid, just like your 3D TV.
Just like the 3D TV. Okay.
Yeah. And then you can turn it on inside of the game.
Yeah. Ham, you don't need to. If you've got a 3D equipped TV and 10 to 1 it's got an HDMI, your computer's got an HDMI out, just sit on your couch.
I didn't think of that. That is possible.
That's what. Been playing Star Wars on the couch. Not in 3D, but Kate's falling asleep.
No, I'm awake.
See the head bobbing. Yeah, no, I'm awake. I was just
I'm
resting.
awake. I'm awake.
But yeah, those of you who may have been able to get into some of the beta testing, you're now playing Star Wars probably, as of yesterday at least.
Yeah.
And yes, I jumped in. I've been playing. I played for a few hours yesterday. I'm not sure if it's a game for me yet, and that's what I'm trying to determine here. And I think what needs to be done is I need to be playing with some friends to find out whether or not it's one of those kind of games.
I did get an opportunity to play with some random guy that just randomly went, "Hey, do you want to join my group?" And I went, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, I said no.
No, it's yeah. Well, I was having trouble on this section, so I kept getting killed. So it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And
me too.
Yeah, no, the system is pretty good actually. I don't know how many people you can have. I hope
4.
it's more than 2. It's 4, is it? No, that's
4 in a group. 4
Can
in a
it be
group.
good versus evil? Good and evil in the same group?
No.
Ah, damn it.
No. But you can have. There is some quests that you have to have at least 2 people in your group, or else you just die. Like there's no way around it. You have to have 2. And some of them you have to have a full group of 4 to complete.
Yeah, you might have to really like Star Wars in order to be like sucked into this hard. But
besides being Star Wars, it's just an MMO, which I'm finding some things that I'm not overly excited about because I don't play MMOs I wasn't aware of. Like if you make a character on one server, it's only good for that server.
No way.
That's weird.
See, I didn't. Are you sure?
I'm sure. Switch to a different server, or even just go to your server browser. It'll tell you how many characters you have on each world.
Oh, that's horrible.
So if you it is and it isn't, because if you sit there and you want to do solo questing, and at the same time, we want to play together, we can all get together on one server, and that's where that character progresses. So everybody progresses the same, and then you can jump back.
I have to start over.
Yeah.
So the character. So I had to choose a server I had to choose a French one because it was the only one that wasn't full. So now I'm stuck playing on this friggin' French server.
Yeah, well, I had to choose a US
Bonjour.
one. Same reason.
Yeah, and I'm playing on something out of the East Coast. But then I go, because I'm not an MMO person. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is. So I went into the forums there, and apparently, that's what MMOs do, or they charge you to move your character.
Oh,
the reason is that way you don't go into a real easy server, level the fuck out of your character, and then go into another server where you can just fight anybody and kick the shit out of everybody to steal all their stuff.
But it also means there's a really, really good chance that none of you will ever get to continue your character because the server's full and you can't play.
Or you sit in queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
fun.
No. I'm not going to spend $15 a month for that.
Yeah, well, that's one of the complaints that I put forth to them is, if you're going to charge me for this, I better not be sitting in queue for more than 5 minutes. I want to play a game. I play now.
I've been in the queue, but it was only for about like 3 minutes, maybe 2.
Yeah. What pissed me off? It's like, oh, this is the server you're trying to join. It says estimated wait time 1 minute 40 seconds. And I was like, okay, click on it, and it was good that I was cooking turkey at the time, and had to be upstairs, because I come down 45 minutes later and it was just about ready to play.
Damn.
But that was really where my character was, and I wasn't about to start over. And it is just a beta. Yeah.
So maybe
it is just a beta, and it's I mean, the last beta that they had, it wasn't as bad. Like the last weekend I played, I never had to queue in.
I figure it's because they gave a lot of the keys away for essentially free.
Yeah, they're trying to see whether or not the servers can keep up.
They're actively trying to break it. Yeah.
Well, I'm on the fence here about the game as a whole, and that right there is a deal breaker for me to know that I can't always get into the server I want.
Well, it's not the thing that's not bugs me. It's the fact that I can't change the server without that kind of annoys me. Because what we're gonna have to do then, if we all say we all got the game, we're gonna have to pick a server and agree on it and say, right, that's the one we're gonna play on.
Yep.
Because otherwise, we're never gonna be able to join each other.
Yeah.
Or can you switch between, like, I don't know. I guess not.
Well, you can have multiple characters on a server. So you could have like 6 characters on one server, and you could have a combination of good characters and dark characters, I guess. Light and dark. Sounds racist.
It's like a
I
turkey.
thought you were
There's
joking
two
about
sides
turkey
to every
still.
Schwartz.
There's 2 sides to there's 2 sides to every Schwartz.
Oh well.
So,
It does play well. I think I think a lot of the quests in the beginning are a little too easy. But they're
for a
not
reason, though,
so
it's
easy
so you
that it's
jump
bad.
through levels. Yeah, it's so you jump through the levels really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't level up really, really quickly. Yeah, exactly, and
so
it's just easy enough that you're like, oh, I'm like 3 seconds away from leveling up. I'm gonna play for another 2 hours,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. But
I did find out with playing with the group as well. If you get like the story parts where you have to you get the 3 options to choose like what you want to say.
mhm.
When you're playing in a group, at the bottom left of the corner, you get the 2 or however many people are in the group with you, and the game generates a random number, and whoever's the highest number, it picks what they chose. So both of you choose the option of what you're going to say, then it rolls like a dice basically, and then whoever gets the highest number, it goes with their option. So I thought.
So
was
how
kinda
long
cool.
does it take for you to answer a question
Oh, not long.
No, like
when you're in a
half a second.
group? Then all right.
I
I mean, does
you
it
know
wait
what?
for everybody in the group to choose an answer before it does
Yes.
that?
Yeah. So I guess if you
do-
got like 4 of you, it could take ages if somebody's like, "I'll get it," and answers the
I
door,
s- yeah.
and then
I still haven't. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to leave a group.
no, the guy that I was playing with left his group. I suppose he kicked me out of it, but I didn't know how he did it. I didn't even know how he got me in there in the first place.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like it'll be a somewhat enjoyable game, I hope.
What did you
I
play
wanna find
as,
out later
Foyle?
today. I like the idea that what I did was I chose dark side, but due to the questions that I answer, I can play light side, so I feel like a double agent.
He's the
Yeah, you're-
nicest Sith there ever
He's the
was.
nice Sith. What
So, yeah, try it.
character are
Like,
you?
I don't remember which one.
Are you the Sith warrior
No.
with the lightsaber? You're the consular with the double-bladed lightsaber,
Yes.
so you can heal people. That's kind of what I figured you'd go for, because that's
I
the
don't
one that
know.
looks most
I
like a
didn't notice.
priest.
Yeah, I went for the one that was all magic, as much as magic as possible, and I'm trying to play like everyone in the dark side. Every time I have to answer a question, I'm an asshole. And every time I answer a question to like a somebody who's supposed to be an enemy, I'm really, really nice, and I try to do all light side stuff. And
That's the creepiest character you could come up with.
Yeah.
is it?
He's Santa Sith.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Darth Lollipop.
How is there? I'm not even gonna ask. All right, all right.
Well, I'll tell you what. Try and join Sword of a Junta Pull or whatever, because that's the one that. The Sword of a Junta Pull, I think, is the server.
So yeah, but you've all gone dark side. I went the light side.
Yeah, because you're a loser.
Apparently, it doesn't matter because I have to start over anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Because good is dumb.
Good is dumb. Who
There's
wants
going to
to?
be a lot of Spaceballs quotes if I'm playing this game.
All right, we're coming up on some time here, so I'm just gonna skip. Nah, you know what? I don't have to skip any topics. 2K Games announced that they have Spec Ops: The Line. This is going to be a game that's coming to. I don't know what it's going to be coming to. I'm hoping it's coming to a PC, but it's going to be a third-person type shooter, and it is one of those shooter type army type in the games. You know what? This doesn't matter.
It's a shooter type of game, which could best be described as a shooter.
Shoot stuff.
Well, there's not enough information.
For those of
about
you
this
that are
thing.
unfamiliar with shooter games, it's one where you shoot things.
God, it's like watching game trailers reviews right there.
Yeah, that is right.
So you can see
is,
him walking around shooting things, and look, he's jumping there.
This game's got Call of Duty written on the box, so it's the greatest thing ever invented.
Yeah.
It's going to be focusing on, yes, third-person shooting, squad-based tactics. You're in the army, and there isn't anything else left to it. They say that it's similar to Fracture in the Red Faction series. Hopefully they mean previous Red Faction series and not the current one, because the current one can suck it.
Sucks ass.
Yeah. And, by the way, this game was officially announced, for those of you who really are interested in this game, officially announced at the Spike Video Game Awards in 2009.
Well, that guarantees it's going to suck.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, the next one. Well, I don't know if the next one really matters, but I don't know how well you guys did at the Black Friday sales. I didn't find anything really, really worthwhile. But if you tried to head over to Walmart for some of those like half off the game, hopefully you weren't.
You could end up half
by some
off.
woman. Yes.
Yeah.
There was some woman who got mad at somebody who was trying to take a game from her that she wanted, and she started pepper spraying people.
Oh dear God, I love Americans.
And then
That's
she ran
Walmart.
away. It was a Filipino woman, apparently. That was what was in the news. And there was a shooting and a stabbing. The shooting and the stabbing they think were robbery related.
Here's a quote. Here's a quote from, I think this is from the fire captain in Los Angeles. She was competitive shopping.
I like this line. People started screaming, pulling and pushing each other, and then the whole area was filled with pepper spray. Oh my God!
Yeah. So, yeah. Alright. These are the same people that tell you that violence is bad in video games.
She must have been playing Grand Theft Auto or something.
Right.
It's a shopping simulator. Put that in your pipe.
And I'll jump over to this last topic here just because I didn't actually get to talk about it before. I don't have a picture for it. Awesome. All right. So one of the reasons why you don't want to become a video game developer, you don't want to end up working in the video game industry, yeah. And a lot of these are actually kind of true. I mean, it goes through the
People will
list
pepper
here.
spray each other for your games.
That's a reason to become a video game developer.
Yes.
That's natural selection.
All right, let's go with number 7. You won't work on a game you like. I won't name any names, but I know somebody who tried really hard to get into the Call of Duty series of development and actually did it. And the first thing that they threw him on was developing the Wii version of Call of Duty. So that is not the thing that you think of.
Someone that wanted to be in the Call of Duty series and he's like, yeah, and he gets a job and they put him on Spider-Man.
So one of the games that the developer happens to be working on doesn't necessarily mean you will be working on the game you want. You have no say in the matter. You are just a peon in the long list of peons.
Well,
I'm not a number. I'm a free man.
The reality of life as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to school today.
Yep. Very true, actually.
You're going to get that in any job. So, next.
Okay, the next one is that expect to move far, far away. And in a lot of cases, when it comes to game development, you will end up having to move in order to accommodate your job because the developer is not going to be around the corner from you most of the time. You're going to end up moving to California, Seattle, or something like that.
Okay, well, California's
unless you
nice,
live there.
Seattle's nice.
Unless you live there already, yeah.
Yep, which is actually kind of not true. All right, number 5. Fans will attack you for everything. Look at us. We attack every single game that ever comes out.
That's our job.
We're equally
We're
offensive.
professional attackers. Yeah, we're equal opportunity offenders.
I thought you meant attack for, like, can you get me a free t-shirt and stuff like that.
Well, there are going to be those,
Oh,
but
you
no.
work at, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that would be
yeah.
Gimme free.
No, it's going to be your game.
More than anything, it's like on forums and stuff. You will get blamed for everything.
Number 4. Nobody will understand actually what you do in your job. So what do you do?
I'm still trying to figure out how this is any different than my job.
Yes. Okay.
Because
Good
so
point.
far, I get attacked. Nobody knows what I do. This is all matching up quite nicely. Go
All
ahead.
right. Well, then this one will also match up. Number 3. You can't complain. You're not allowed to complain. You have to work. You have to do your job. You have to do it well. and you can't complain about it. Number 2, you will work so many hours you will essentially stop existing. And when it comes to video game development,
welcome to my
often
job.
very true.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's that different to my job?
Really, any job.
Nah, Welshy, come on, you have hours. This one means that this one literally means
I get to go home.
Right, but this one in this one you get to go home, but you're still expected to log into the server and continue your work after you get home. It's that kind of job.
While you're on the train on the way home, and
yes,
while you're in the shower, because your iPhone's waterproof.
Now, a lot of the times they'll just say, well, this is how it works, and you're expected to do that. Another time they'll say, well, we're in crunch time, so you're expected to help us finish this game in time. Some of these games have 2-year crunch times. The whole development. So... yeah, so don't expect that kind of, expect it. Expect that you're going to end up being treated just like some common worker that has to get the game done yesterday. Number 1. The number 1 thing about game development is you will be fired. Eventually, the game will be finished, and you will be fired, and you will have to find another game or another thing to work on. Actually, there is some truth to that. Maybe you'll be moved to a different department. That is sort of like being fired, I guess, because you're no longer working on the game you knew. You're moved to a different department. You no longer work with people you know.
Welcome to Square One. Square One Games.
That's quite a good name for a
development studio.
Yeah.
I should actually narrow down the topic here and say that this is not just several reasons you don't want to work in the video game industry, but also an industry where you're working for a big name company, Activision, EA, something really big. If you're working in these little game development studios, yes, you still have this constant crunch time. Eventually the game will be over and you have to move on to the next, but you'll have a little bit more freedom in there, and I think a little more enjoyment. It depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, but you'll also have less pay and less benefits.
Yes.
And probably less of a life, because there's fewer people to put out the same type of product.
But you get more money at the end.
No,
there's
a potential,
look at
but it never happens.
The
Look at Minecraft.
This topic is the fact that people like Zampella and West and JD, JD 2020 and the 420 guy have kind of made this whole working for a video game company. It's kind of glorified it. Like, I work for I'm the community, and it's like, yeah. So I think, and then a lot of people have got it into their head that I can be a game developer and I can make games, and it's like, yeah, but you'll have no life for the next 4 years, and you will work until you die.
Yep. Well. All right. Yeah, there you go, Ham. It's hard work, but you make what you want to play. Even as an independent developer, that's not true. But you get to do something you enjoy because you get to focus on those parts that you enjoy. All right. That's it. That's the end. We can shut it down. I'm expecting someone to be playing Star Wars. I mean,
yeah,
a while,
me,
right?
Me.
Yep.
All right. Good. Hopefully very soon, because that way I don't even have to stream the last week's show. I'll just jump right into the game. I'll eat lunch while we're playing. How about that? Any problems with that?
That guy.
Nope.
All right. Mrs. Foyle, I don't know. She's going to try it and then jump into Skyrim, I think.
I don't know if I'm even going to
She's
try
probably
it.
not even going to try it. She's just going to go straight to Skyrim.
Yeah, I'm going to go straight to Skyrim.
You can see that hungry quest look in her eyes. She's like, I don't talk to people. I'm not talking to people. Fuck that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. See,
I don't need
now you understand. This is the pain I have to deal with.
She's ripping out my heart and throwing it on the floor.
That's right, why don't you tell them? All 6 pounds of you.
Chihuahua. Ewok. Nub, nub. Nub, nub.
All right. I am going to wrap things up here so we can go do what we really want to do. Play games.
Sleep.
In that vein, thank you, hosts, for taking the time out to chat today. Thank you, Stryder, for joining us.
It's always Sunday.
It's always that it is, isn't it? Welshy, thank you very much for joining us today.
No problem.
Yeah, show notes, contest, all that stuff. You do a lot here. You all do. Come on, what am I saying?
Kate's already
Mrs. Foyle,
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Foyle, enjoy Skyrim.
Can't talk. Skyrimming.
Can't talk now. Questing.
Okay, then on that, I will say finally, I want to thank you, the fans of MODSonair.com and the subscribing members of MODSonline.com for making this show possible. And until next weekend, hopefully we'll have some more topics. And until then, we're going to have a lot of fun gaming. Bye.
Thanks for watching this week, and come back next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@MODSonair.com. And please consider subscribing to MODSonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners.
It's controlled with your pee.
It's a P-mode.
Okay.